So I've talked to a lot of residents and business owners over the years who are interested and want economic development in the county. They want it to be controlled, they want it to be planned and intentional. They don't want to leave it up to chance. They want more year-round jobs. They want a variety of things to happen. Some of the opportunities that may be out there may or may not be available to us in Stone County because of some type of challenge that we have, whether it's infrastructure or terrain, or year-round population size, traffic counts. There's such a variety of things that site selectors look at and business owners look at when they're looking to place a business. And so education is important when you look into economic development. Educating yourself on what it really means is important, and we are trying to do that through the chamber channels that we have available, and we're happy to help folks who want to participate understand and feel like they're part of the process. The chamber is happy to take the lead on economic development in Stone County because it is vital to our future. It is vital that we become involved in the process and that we be active and not reactive, proactive, not reactive. In 2014, the Chamber started talking about economic development. In 2015, we held sort of a training session for local leaders that was facilitated by Missouri Extension. Then we formed an economic development committee and we began having meetings talking about what does it look like, what does the process look like for Stone County. Without a funding source, we weren't sure where we should start. So we began researching all of that information, and then in 2019, we held our first Economic Development Summit. From that summit came a grant opportunity that provided us data that we badly needed because we did not have access to good data. And economic development is data-driven. So in 2019, we left the summit, became aware of the grant, got the research done in early 2020, and were prepared to create an economic development strategic plan in 2020. Unfortunately, that didn't happen because it was 2020. So we're in that process right now. The economic development consultant that we hired has done a series of phone conversations with about 15 community and business leaders throughout the county. Then we created a survey from those conversations that was available for anyone to fill out, anyone who lived in Stone County or worked in Stone County. And that just concluded, and we should have those results, some very high-level results soon. Then we will move into a series of focus groups, for lack of a better term, throughout the county to provide that information to folks and then help them decide what priorities are the most important. And then we'll set out those priorities in the strategic plan. The strategic plan may or may not be things like we should hire a full-time economic development consultant. We should focus on broadband. We should focus on lake access. There's a variety of things that could be contained in that plan. And obviously, without a funding source, we won't be able to accomplish many of the things that may be set out in that plan. Hopefully, the plan will also address how do we establish a funding source. So those are really next steps, and then implementing the plan. And that will be the key, because you can create a plan, you can have good intentions, but it has to be implemented, and we have to all be on the same page to make that happen. One of the most important things I've learned through this process about economic development is that by far the most important activities of economic development are business retention and expansion, which means keeping the existing businesses that you have and helping them grow. They are far more likely to create new jobs and new revenue and participate in the community than new businesses coming in. That is a once in a lifetime thing. Business attraction is a very competitive environment. So while we want to focus on business attraction, certainly it's important. Business retention and expansion of existing businesses is so important. And that's what the Chamber does. That's what we do every day, is try to help our existing businesses find the resources that they need to grow. We know that growth is going to take place. There is no, I don't want change to happen, because it's going to happen, whether we want it or not. My feeling is I would rather be involved in the process and have the residents and the businesses' wishes involved in the process than just letting it grow on its own, and put systems in place where we can create the type of community that we want and not let outside forces create the type of community for us that they want. For me, economic development in Stone County means growth. Growth of existing businesses, growth and expansion of existing businesses, and attracting new businesses. But it means planned growth and controlled growth and intentional growth, not out of control, not damaging our resources, but finding ways that we can help the community grow, which we know it's going to, but in an intentional and planned and organized way.